All right, what's going on? This is your host, Troy Dalbert. Today we're going to be doing the Green Bay Packers 2025 NFL Mock Draft Simulator. The draft's actually in Green Bay, so maybe, they won't be boring and just turn in the card for Jordan Morgan, even though that, Trey would have really helped you guys out a lot. And if you go watch last year's Packers video, but yeah, that's fine. Keep listening to everybody else. Keep listening to everybody else. Everybody else takes the path of least resistance. Then nobody wants to hold those people accountable because they made those same mistakes. We got it. Yep. Yep. I would just encourage you to go watch last year's Packers video and tell me how you think that they did better than me. Interesting. Anywho, Brian Gutekunst. Look, he's just a B. He loves turning in B's on the report card. That's what he does. The Packers, they have their full list of draft assets except for an extra 7, which came from the Preston Smith trade with Pittsburgh. So we're just going to do 3 rounds here today, and we'll jump right into it. There's no reason for me to do a ton of extra shit with the Packers because they're basically borderline Bengals, in terms of how they run their team. A lot of young guys, let them all walk. That's who the Packers are. And they're competitive, but, they usually luck their way into a franchise quarterback, and then they'll be a B-level contender, and then they'll maybe win one. It's usually how it works. So we'll see who's there at 23, and then we'll proceed accordingly. Now, the interesting thing is, by the time we get to 23, that's when Jalen Walker's still here. I can't turn that down. How did you get pick 33? I have no idea. Can you make it 97? Thank you. And they didn't even make a pick. That was Tampa. Okay, whatever. These are the biggest no-brainer trades of all time. Can you make it 79? Okay, yeah. Go back up. I mean, we're taking this Texans offer. You can never turn this down. Can make it 89. All right. I'm not giving you the 7. How about you just do that? Thank you. Josh Simmons. Okay. Okay, that's a 7. That's nothing. So we collected 97. Houston 3. We moved down 2 total spots. Jalen Walker is still there. Jihad Campbell is still there. Come on, you got to do better than that. Okay, they're not going to do better than that. 55. I don't think I want to go down to 55. And then what's this last one? 48. 48's not bad. Are you willing to do that? Okay, no. All right. So I guess we're just going to... what do I do? What do I do here? I mean, I could just turn in the card for Jalen Walker, and that would just make a lot of sense, and that would give us another edge rusher, and he can play some linebacker, and we already got Quay Walker. Yeah, and Cooper's a hit, by the way. Cooper's a hit. We can play him early down linebacker. We still kind of need linebackers. We'll do that. Jalen Walker, welcome to the team. We got Quay Walker, Jalen Walker. We can line this guy up as a chess piece, have him rush the passer. I think we collected extra ammo. No complaints there. Absolutely no complaints there. Now it's a matter of what we're going to do here at 54, and we'll see who's on the board. Overall, pretty good, though. Happy with this so far. Tuimola went off the board, but we just took an edge, so... All right. It's not a bad offer. Also not a bad offer. I actually like that offer a lot. 65. You know what? We're going to do that. 65.99, and can you throw that in as well? Okay. Well, we can work with you, Giants. Because having that extra 3 would be huge. Beautiful. Milrow. Trade up for Milrow. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Now, who's going to be there? Ooh, at Giants 2 is sexy, but... Okay, so we haven't gotten an offensive lineman yet. Ursery's kind of staring us in the face. The Jordan Morgan pick was bullshit. We're probably going to move him to guard. Our tackles are not good enough. And if I don't get an offensive lineman here, I'm probably not going to get one. Yeah, so why don't we turn the card in for Ursery? I don't think he's a perfect prospect, but look, man, he's 6'6", 331, and he's a real tackle who thought looked pretty good at the Senior Bowl. I thought moved all right, considering his size, moved all right at the Combine. Go ahead and do that. So we got our lineman. We got our pass rusher who can also play linebacker. We moved down and collected extra picks. We're coming up here again at 87. Ooh. One spot. One spot, huh? I mean, probably. Why won't we do that? We still got 2 picks this round. Right? One spot. Can you move it up? Okay, by the way, these are our extra picks. So we would hammer this draft. Okay, well, we're still going to take this. Although, I'm willing to be greedy about it. Okay. Fannin, weren't taking him anyway. They're horny or something. I don't know what's going on with Kwesi. By the way, so we have 124, 159, 194, 198, 237, 250. By now, if you read the site, you know who I like in some of those rounds. We can reserve one of those picks for a running back. Maybe reserve one of those picks for a backup quarterback. Maybe. I just think there's probably one guy staring us in the face, and we could go Trapillo. We could go Mbo. We'll probably go Marcus Mbo here, just because I think he's probably a guard. So why don't... if I don't get our offensive line now, we're not going to get one. And then, really quickly here, we may have to shift this. So that Cowboys offer is not... see, that's nothing. Who's on the board? Arroyo. I know we have a tight end. Ooh, there's actually players here. Right. So we got 97 and we'll take Arroyo. Just love him. I just think he's the best guy available. Swear, good pick. 105. Is 105? No. And then we'll go ahead and take Munden. Just think he's the best guy. And then, all right. So there's your Packers draft. By the way, we had a shit ton of picks left. Collected a little bit too. Let me know what you think. Picked up some offensive line. Backfilled some depth. I doubt the Packers will do better than this in real life. So, let me know what you think. And, all righty. Peace out, Girl Scout.